Hello. Hello, everybody.
Mm.
Okay. Girls, what is an adverbial phrase?
Adverbial?
Phrases.
Phrase.
Ah,
What is it?
Mm.
Rewind. What
Mm.
is an adverb?
Eh.
ecco, che cos'è un avverbio, Gabriella?
In English, I want everything in English.
Come dire?
So it's a word
Is a word
that is
Uh,
used to modify the surrounding words. For example, silently, happily, quickly. And generally, adverbs describe how,
The way.
when, or what took place at any given moment. Okay?
mm.
So, as a result, they usually tend to answer the question of who, what, where, and why. Is that right? Clear?
No, please repeat.
Okay. So, an adverb usually they tend to answer to the question who, what, where, and why.
Okay.
Okay? Because they're giving the way somebody or something is doing something. Okay? So, actually, adverbs are crucial, very important, because they communicate relevant information in an interesting way. So you can't talk in English without putting some adverbs inside it. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the adverb. Then we got the adverbial phrase that are, when you say phrase, remember, there are more than one word. Okay, a group of words. And they have the same meaning as an adverb. Okay. So sometimes we use adverbial phrase for replacement for adverbs. Okay.
Example?
Example. Right. Right question. Yeah, so 10 points. Steve will visit later. Where's the adverb?
Later.
Later. Steve will visit in the morning.
Still.
In the morning. Later, in the morning. Later is an adverb. In the morning is a phrasal adverb.
Okay.
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 This is just the way of looking at a sentence from outside. Why do I tell you this? Because we are going to open our book to this page where they say the position of adverbs and adverbial phrases. But if you don't know what an adverbial phrase is, it's completely useless that you go and look for them. Okay? So, slowly, fluently, seriously, hardly ever, it's in the middle, always, never, here in half an hour, all day yesterday. These are adverbial phrases, okay? Because they are
because there is yesterday.
Yeah, there are more than one, just one word. Phrase, remember, is when we have more than one word.
Okay.
Okay, it's not a sentence, it's a phrase. Okay, now let's see the position. Okay, can you read, Ross?
Yeah, right. Okay. He walks very slowly. I speak 5 languages.
Fluent.
Sorry,
Fluently.
he works very slowly. I speak 5 languages fluently. The driver was seriously injured in an accident.
Okay, stop in here.
Yeah.
So these are all adverbs of manner because they describe how somebody does something. They usually go after the verb or verb phrase. And however, with passive verbs, they usually go in mid position before the main verb, but after the auxiliary verb. You see, it works very slowly. I
Fluent.
speak 5 languages fluently. The driver, like here, was seriously injured in the accident. Okay, easy.
Passive. Okay.
Sorry, okay, but it is not in the mid of.
Sì.
Yes,
in the
here
middle.
is
In the middle,
here is in the
between
end.
was injured.
Okay.
This is in the middle.
This is only seriously
Yeah,
because the
this one.
fluent is
Yes,
slowly.
just this one. The other one, they are at the end.
In the passive sentence.
Yes, in the passive sentence, because we are moving the subject, okay? Because here we got the subject, verb, and then the adverb. It works very slowly.
Ah,
It
okay,
works. Okay, here we just put the subject because the driver was seriously injured in the accident. Okay, they hit the driver they hit the driver in the accident. Well, it could be not passive. This is passive. Yes, but I mean, it's something that you already know. We are just see it again. Okay, number 2. What do we have, Ross? Gone.
I hardly ever have time for breakfast. Liam's always late for work.
Liam.
I would never have thought you were 40.
Okay, so I hardly ever have time for breakfast. Liam's always late for work, and I would never have thought you were 40. These are adverbs of frequency.
Frequency.
Before the main verb, but after the verb to be, like usually, sometimes, etc. That they can also be put at the beginning of the phrase of the sentence for emphasize, like it's here. I hardly ever have time, okay? Sometimes we put at the beginning. If there are 2 auxiliaries verb, the adverb goes after the first one. 3. Ross.
Okay, my parents will be here in half an hour. It rained all day yesterday.
These are adverbs of time and place that usually go at the end of a sentence or close. Place adverbs normally go before time adverbs, okay? Because here in half an hour,
Okay.
okay, usually, but it's not a rule, okay? So this is usually. And then for the degree, now the degree, Ross.
Just one here in half an hour is adverbial phrase.
It is a phrase, yes, right.
It's
an adverbial phrase.
All day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. Perfect. Perfect. Yes.
I've nearly finished. We are incredibly tired.
Yes.
My husband works a lot, but he doesn't earn much.
So here we have the degree. we describe how much something is done or modified, an adverb. Extremely, incredibly, okay? They usually go before the adjective. A lot, because they are just giving an adjective to another adjective, so description actually. A lot and much are used with verbs and usually go after the verb of the verb phrase. And then you got a little, a bit that can be used with adjectives or verbs. Okay. I'm a little tired. We rested a bit of a little after the flight. And these are degree. And last one.
Just one question, a bit of or a bit?
It depends. It depends on the sentence. You can use them both. A bit or a bit of. It depends what is following.
Okay.
Okay. For example, we rested a bit. We don't need anything else. I'd like to have a bit of rest. Okay. It depends on how do you manage it.
But it's different from little, because little, it's never used little with the of after.
No, even little of, you can say I can have a little of it, a little of it, not little of, but a little of, like a bit.
Okay, so I see.
It's the same that you say in Italian, è un pochino, è un pezzettino, è un pochettino. You know, they are slightly different, but actually they mean the same.
Okay, okay. Because I see only the expression a bit of, so now and in my experience, I I heard a bit of, but not a little of.
Yes, a little, or a bit of. You can use them both. Okay. It depends, you know, the way they speak. There are some people that just use, for example, a bit, and they would never use a little. But it's just the way, like, you know, there's some people that are always saying the same thing, even in Italian, you know, they got their own particular rhythm. So, but there's no difference. You can use them both. It's up to you. It's important that you understand them when they are both used by other people. This is the only thing that is important. But you can use them both with no difference at all.
Okay.
And then we got the comment adverbs. They are very important, like here, like number 5.
Unfortunately, the parcel never arrived. Ideally, we should leave here at 10.
Okay, so these are the comment that they give the opinion of the speaker, and usually they are put at the beginning of the sentence or a close. So they could be likely, basically, clearly, obviously, apparently, eventually, and so on. These are the comment adverbs are very, very important for people that needs to have the written test of the B2. Because when you have to write something and you have to start your paragraph with your opinion, one common adverb is what it is expected from you, because you can describe something and then say your opinion. Obviously, I suppose that you saw, and so this is very strongly suggested to use them always, especially when you write. Okay. And so this is the position. Here they say most other adverbs go in mid position. For example, just need 10 more minutes. She didn't even say goodbye. She'll probably come at the end. But don't worry, because as the position is not always so clear, best thing you can do is just by practicing and listen to it, because I'm sure you'll never get wrong on it, because the position is something that you have already inside you. So this is something that we already know. But let's practice a bit of these adverbs or adverbial phrases. Okay, we underline them and correct the sentences where the order is wrong. For example, let me put on here. We're going to be unfortunately late. You listen, it's not possible. I mean, you can immediately understand there's something wrong. Unfortunately, we're going to be late. Fluid, much better. Okay. He can speak German fluently. Oh, fantastic. There's immediately something that he has to, like, you know, when you're singing and you're out of tune. Do you know how to sing? Can you sing, all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sing. You got a nice voice. Yes, you like music. So when something is out of tune, you immediately understand it. And it's the same. Try to, Anna, try to read loud this sentence.
We're going to be unfortunately late. No,
Doesn't sound.
No good.
No good, no good.
Good.
Okay, so let's start to do this. You read it and you decide if it's correct or wrong. If it's wrong, you try to correct it.
Okay. Chi inizia? Io vado?
Yes,
Io?
Anna, please.
She liked, it's wrong. She liked the present very much.
So, she liked the present very much. Brava. Vi suona? Vi deve suonare proprio bene, eh?
Sì.
Ok. Marti, are you okay, Marti? You look tired today. Yes, you are.
Non si sente.
No? Non ti sentiamo, Marti? No? Eccola. Ti stai connettendo? Ecco. Ora ti sei silenziata? Dagli il tempo. Dagli un momento. No, ti sconnetti da sola. Com'è?
Deve
Qui ti sei silenziata.
in basso a sinistra. Deve cliccare lì.
Ecco, parla.
No, non si
Niente.
sente.
Ecco Anto. Non so dove. È uscita fuori? Ecco, entra la sorella con tutti i suoi figli.
Litiga con i figli.
She's struggling with the wires.
Cioè, ma sono manco il giacchetto, perché cosa ho questo?
Allora mi
C'è ancora
sono
sul
io, guardate.
Salve.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Madre del Dio, aiutaci sempre, non ci abbandonare mai. Ecco, ecco fatto.
Allora, adesso
Ecco.
Ross dice di che cosa stiamo parlando.
Yes, we are talking about adverbs and adverbial phrases.
Yes.
This argument explains that we can use these adverbs or adverbial phrases when we need to describe the how to do something.
Yes.
In terms of when, where, or when, where, and what,
Who?
who. Okay.
Yes. Good.
And now we are going to do some exercise to practice this knowledge.
This is
And
the
we
position. Okay.
this, sorry, this?
No, this is an exercise about the position of the
How the
adverb.
position, yes, where to put the position of this adverb, because generally we put the verbs in the middle of the phrase, the sentence, or at the beginning when we speak about feelings. Feelings,
Yes, also feelings.
or
yeah.
between
Opinions,
opinions.
giving opinions.
opinions,
Okay.
or at the end of the
The end of the
phrase,
sentence.
sentences too, and between two auxiliary verbs, when we have two auxiliary verbs. Otherwise, we put after the verb.
Yeah,
The
usually.
verb.
Yes, yes. But
So after auxiliary verb.
okay, let's practice it. For example, number 2. Anna. No, l'ho già fatto Anna.
Già fatto, sì.
Rossana.
Number 2.
Mark.
Because he's out. I don't remember the name of the other.
Yes, Martina. Martina.
Martina.
Yeah, she fall.
Okay.
Okay. Trying to.
In this case, I can say last night Mark came home very late. Yes, home very late. I don't know.
Okay, Martina, can you?
Mi sentite?
Sì,
Sì,
yeah,
sì,
God bless.
Ho riavviato il computer perché
There was something wrong with it. Yeah, okay. Very good, Martina. Okay, so you say, Ross, last night, Mark came home very late. Or Mark came home very late last night. So in the way you were saying, last night is the most important information that you're given. Okay, last night, Mark came home very late. But if they are on the same, more or less, the information they are the same, Mark came home very late last night. Because remember that when we have adverb of time and of place, we go first, first time, and then so very late, and then last night. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That was good. Okay, Anto.
The ambulance arrived at the scene of the accident after a few minutes.
Could be even correct. So you have to tell me if it's correct. If it's not, put another order. Find out another order.
For me, it's correct.
You think it's correct? It is. Because we put this is what?
Adverbial phrases.
Adverbial phrase, yes. After a few minutes. Okay? Very good. Marty, number 4.
A young man was injured badly and was taken to the hospital. It's correct?
No.
No.
No? You say no? Who say no?
A young man was
Badly injured.
Oh, giusto.
And was taken to hospital.
A young man was badly injured and was taken to hospital. Okay, not injured badly. Here was just, yes, the adverb is before the adjective. The rest was correct. Yes, okay. Ross, number 5.
I was extremely tired last night. It's correct.
This is correct.
It's correct. It's
Okay.
correct.
Okay. Yeah. Anna.
She's lazy a bit about doing her own work. She's lazy a bit. It's correct. Oh no.
For me,
I'm
no.
No.
You say no,
No.
Anto. Why?
She is a bit lazy about
A bit
doing her.
lazy.
A bit
Yes.
lazy. A bit is just before.
Just
Suona
a bit
meglio.
lazy. Yeah. No, it's just because a bit is
Bit,
is the
is an
grade.
adjective.
Yes, but it's the grade that we put.
The grade of the adjective.
Okay, so lazy. So we are giving more information on how lazy was it. A bit.
She's a bit lazy. Okay.
Good. 7, Marty.
I forgot your birthday almost, but fortunately my sister reminded me.
Mm-hmm.
It's correct.
You
No.
think it's correct?
No.
No, no.
No,
Are you-
they say no.
Oh, I
I almost
forgot,
forgot your
about-
birthday.
Io stavo guardando fortunately.
So the first part, even the first part, yeah. I forgot your birthday almost.
Almost.
I almost
After
I forgot your birthday, but
Mm.
fortunately my sister reminded me.
That's it. But fortunately, yes. Yeah. So was correct the second part and wrong the first part. So 50% was correct. Yes. 8, Ross.
We had likely taken an umbrella because it started to rain just after we left.
So you say we had luckily.
Avrei messo luckily at the
Ah,
start.
luckily, we-
Luckily, all'inizio. Io l'avrei messo all'inizio. Luckily we have taken umbrella.
It's an opinion. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Luckily, we had taken an umbrella because it started to rain just after we left. Very good. Brave. 9, Anna.
Mary doesn't always eat healthily. Come si legge questo?
Healthily.
Healthily. Because she offers as snacks between meals. Allora, Mary. Mary doesn't because could be correct.
Correct.
Yes.
It is. Because Mary doesn't always, and that's the right place, eat healthily, and you put that, because she often has snacks between meals. It's all right. Anto.
Jack has been apparently sacked.
Here is one of those sentences that if you change the position of the words, the meaning is
It's
changing.
different.
Oh, yeah.
Jack has been apparently sacked. Jack has apparently been sacked. Probably apparently is between has and been. No, apparently at the beginning. Apparently.
Because you can be sacked or not. Apparently is just my way of saying, because probably I'm not sure of the person that gave me that information.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say apparently. because actually you have to be sick
Okay.
or not.
Okay. Apparent.
Okay. What does it mean to be sick?
Licenziato.
Yes. Yes.
It's just like fired.
Yes. Given the sack
Mhm.
or being sacked, to be sick. Okay.
Mhm.
I wanted to do this one moment for all of you.
Correct. 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 Correct.
Correct.
Non
Not
si dice
correct.
correct, ma si dice
No.
correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
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 Guarda la faccia!
Correct.
American, you want the American one?
Correct.
Mm.
Correct. Correct.
But the
Okay.
same is correct. Okay. I don't know how Italian people, they do
Correct.
like, and yeah,
Correct.
correct.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Drilling. Remember by drilling.
Mm.
Okay. Very good, girls. So now,
Io la metto nella posizione giusta.
yeah, put the adverbs in brackets in the normal position in this sentence. Okay. So she wasn't seriously injured when she fell.
Questo è facile.
Mm.
The house was badly damaged in the fire last week.
Okay, you sure?
Ok.
The house. Okay. Okay, Marty, number 2.
Ben is at his friend's house. Often in the evening. Ben often is at his friend's. No, aspetta.
No,
Ben.
tell
Ben is
them
is
loud, because by listening, you immediately understand if you're wrong or right. So try.
In the evening, Ben. No. Ben. No, in the evening o alla fine. Però se non sbaglio often col verbo essere va prima. No, va dopo. Ben is often
Brava.
at his friend's house in the evening.
Brava. Ben is often at his friend's house in the evening. In the evening. Okay, yeah. Because the frequency adverbs, they usually go
The end.
before the
Before.
verb, except with the verb to be. With the verb to be, they always come after the verb to be. Okay, so that's precisely. Ross, number 3.
Usually my father has a nap in the afternoon.
Why? Yeah, because usually is before the verb.
Okay.
You say usually.
Però suonava bene.
My father usually has a nap.
If I ask you, what does your father usually do in the afternoon? Usually my father has a nap in the afternoon, because I want to know what is usually doing. So I start with usually because I'm taking from your question. Okay. But here there's nothing that say which information is more important. So we just respect the normal order. That doesn't mean that your building was wrong, but this is the, let's say, the original one. Then you can just use others if you need it. Okay.
What
is a nap?
Napper è il pisolino.
Ah, già, è vero.
Vale. Ok.
Yeah.
Una delle parole che mi è rimasta più impressa.
Okay. Has a nap. To have a nap.
Have a nap.
Okay. Have a nap.
Have a nap.
Yeah. Okay. Number 4. Who was Anna?
Questa la sbaglio, lo so.
Mamma mia, però.
No.
Questa la sbaglio, sono sicura. Allora, Giulia left and she didn't say goodbye. Giulia left early and she
No.
and she even no, aspetta. Giulia left early and
Even.
Ce la spieghi?
And even she didn't say goodbye, no?
She,
No,
aspetta, she even didn't say goodbye.
No, invece,
no.
and put even before she, no? And even she didn't say goodbye?
Goodbye.
It sounds better, probably, no?
Anna, what does it sound to you?
Aspetta, allora, Giulia left early. E va bene. E she, ma io direi, and she didn't even, no? She even didn't say goodbye. Boh, mettiamola così.
She didn't even.
Allora era giusto.
Yeah, it was
Didn't
right.
even.
Julia left early and she didn't even say goodbye because this even is giving strength to the negative things. So Julia left early and she didn't even say goodbye. Not she even.
And vede, invece mettere and even she didn't say goodbye, it's not correct.
No,
Perché?
no, because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make, because you say, e non ha addirittura, noi diciamo
Neanche ha detto.
neanche salutato.
E non ha neanche salutato.
Quel even è proprio un neanche.
Neanche.
Però, siccome neanche in inglese non esiste, dobbiamo mettere la negazione, ma la posizione è la stessa, anche noi, perché è proprio rafforzare il fatto del saluto. Non ha salutato, perché se io non lo mettevo even, era la stessa cosa, nel senso che io lo capivo lo stesso. And she didn't say
È un
goodbye.
rafforzativo.
Esatto, è un rafforzativo.
È vero, vero.
Del say goodbye, non del didn't. Per cui se
Okay.
io lo metto prima del didn't, mi va a rafforzare la negazione, ma io non volevo rafforzare la negazione, volevo rafforzare il fatto del dire arrivederci, no? In questo caso del non dire, ma il non fa parte, è una parte grammaticale, non so se mi sono spiegata bene perché è difficile da spiegare. Diciamo che vi deve suonare bene, questa suonava, a mio parere suonava malissimo, però per voi ancora no.
Ma anche, cioè, se invece avessi messo and even she didn't say goodbye, a me mi suonava così. E anche non ha salutato.
No, non va bene, perché quel even lo devi accompagnare in un certo modo. Detto così, tu avresti potuto dire Julia left and she didn't say goodbye to. Also, oh, she didn't say goodbye also.
No, also lì alla fine non l'avrei mai messo.
Bene,
è orrendo.
No, però ci va. Also va alla fine, sì. And besides that, she didn't say goodbye. E inoltre non ha neanche salutato, no? Però non metti il neanche perché metti inoltre. No, va proprio messo così. She didn't have it.
Vabbè.
Vabbè. Five.
Siamo qua per imparare.
Questa è più, ditele comunque ad alta voce come state facendo, perché vi devono entrare dalle orecchie più che dal cervello queste cose. Vai Anto.
Martin always talks incredibly fast.
Ok, Martin always talks incredibly fast. Marty. Vai, invece che Martin.
His brother died in a skiing accident. Skiing accident. Allora, his brother nearly died. Dio, nearly non saprei in realtà. Apparently in a skiing accident.
Now,
No.
try to understand the meaning, because here it's just a matter of meaning. You are reporting some news, okay, that you probably know, but you're not sure, because you use, remember, what does it mean apparently?
Sì,
Sembrerebbe.
Quindi,
Okay, so that means that the information cannot be confirmed. Okay, if I say apparently. So
apparently his brother
nearly. What is nearly? What does it mean?
Near, vicino.
Not completely. Not completely.
Ah, ok, è quasi morto.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Nearly died.
Yes, good.
Okay, in a skiing accident.
Yes, apparently his brother
Okay.
nearly died in a skiing accident. Okay, because this nearly is really connected to died. Is the way it didn't die. It's not dead, but nearly died. Apparently, because it's my feeling of reporting the news. Okay, good.
Okay.
We have just to think a bit and try to imagine the situation in which the sentence is developed. Okay, number 7, Ross.
We are going to the cinema. For me, probably we are going to the cinema tonight.
Yeah.
Pure per me.
Ok.
E quel
We
tonight
agree.
lo mettete tutte alla fine voi, eh?
Tonight, sì.
We are
Ok.
probably.
No,
we are probably.
No.
Oh.
allora, va bene lo stesso, Ross. We're probably going to the cinema tonight è una frase completa che ci dà un'informazione completa, che probabilmente andremo al cinema stanotte. Se io dico probably we are going to the cinema tonight,
It's a question before.
Ti sta a comunicare?
Ti sta a comunicare una risposta a un qualcosa. Ok? Perché se io ti dico what are you going to do tonight? Probably we're going to the cinema.
Come quella di prima.
Ok,
Yes,
ok.
it's the same, but
siccome queste sono frasi buttate lì, allora nel contesto diciamo che quando ad esempio fate, perché farete, qualcuno di voi ha già fatto, farete insomma gli esami, non vi capitano mai queste cose, perché vi capita una lingua più attiva, nel senso che vi capita un discorso e in un discorso voi riuscite a barcavenarvi molto meglio perché riuscite a capire il contesto. Qui non c'è contesto, per cui ci dobbiamo accontentare della spiegazione grammaticale pura e quella dobbiamo seguire. Questo non vuol dire che la costruzione che tu mi hai dato fosse sbagliata, non c'è un errore effettivo, perché infatti, vedete, vi dice sempre di solito va nel mezzo, di solito va alla fine. Quel di solito sta proprio a significare che abbiamo dei modi di dire e di parlare che esprimono delle sfumature diverse e le dobbiamo utilizzare. Però qui in questo esercizio, quando avete la frase secca, non dovete fare troppe lucubrazioni. Quello dovete fare, capito? Ok, 9, Anna. Ah no,
8. Nowadays, I rarely send emails.
I rarely send emails nowadays.
Lo metto in fondo, ok.
Ok. 9, Anto.
I have bought a beautiful new coat. have just bought a really beautiful new coat.
Questa era semplice
Sì,
perché
questa.
I've just, con just l'avete ultra utilizzato quando parliamo del present perfect, per cui quel just ce l'avete proprio di default, diciamo. I've just bought a really beautiful, perché e quel really va a intensificare il beautiful. Per cui in alcuni casi, come vedete, è più semplice, altri sono molto più ambigui invece. 10, vai Marti.
Karen realized that realized that she was going to learn to drive. Karen realized. Allora, she was never going to learn to drive, però eventually.
Allora, she was never going to learn to drive, ma eventually, prima di tutto, che vuol dire eventually?
Eventualmente.
No, è proprio quella la cosa che ci frega. Non eventually vuol dire alla fine. Quando uno capisce una cosa in definitiva, alla fine, diciamo, no?
Karen eventually realized.
Vedi come cambia tutto quando ha il significato in tasca?
Never going to learn to drive.
Or eventually, andava
Okay.
bene anche Karen, eventually realize, o eventually Karen realized that she was never going to learn to drive. Perché è come dire, alla fine l'ha capito, ha capito una cosa, o è come dire anche finalmente, ma no, non è finalmente, perché non è una cosa che noi we expecting for. For example, the typical sentence with eventually è we all eventually die.
Ok.
Alla fine moriamo tutti.
Okay, eventually. So this is a terrible false friend. But really, really
Ma
false.
è la verità però, eh?
Oh yes, it is.
Non è che ti puoi sottrarre a questo.
No, you can't. But let me go on something different. The adverbial phrases, because I wanted to bring you, besides my correction.
Arrivo.
Arrivi? Ci porti la scena anche a noi? Ok.
I need it.
Allora, per riuscire a capire questi adverbs and adverbial phrases, pensate a sinonimi. Ok? Adesso io vi faccio fare un esercizio con degli adverbial phrases che voi dovete tradurre in avverbi. No, non è difficile. Ok? Ci siete? Allora, vi ci porto, Vi ci porto.
Portaci. Portaci.
Per avere anche l'idea di che cos'è un adverbial phrases e quando usarlo, come usarlo. Sostituisce un avverbio, l'adverbial phrase. È la stessa cosa, solo che impiega più parole, come vi ho detto all'inizio, no? Allora, i sinonimi. Little by little.
A little oppure a bit.
No, in un solo avverbio. Questa è l'adverbial phrase. Ditemi qual è l'avverbio che vuol dire little by little.
Gradually.
Andiamo.
Alla G è l'iniziale
inizia con la G.
I didn't see the before.
Gradually.
Oh, sorry.
Grazie.
Gradually. In a perfect world.
Ideally.
Ideally.
Ideally. The pronunciation is always correct.
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 Okay. In the end,
Done.
or
Even-
after a series of events, or
Eventually.
Eventually.
And according to what you have heard or read,
Agreed.
Agreed.
the
No,
truth is, the truth is,
The truth.
the truth is, blah, 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 blah.
instead, no, non è
In-
vero.
Go,
No, instead,
Martin.
No, no.
Instead,
No.
Indeed. No.
Indeed. Io scrivo
Indeed.
tutto quello che mi dite, eh?
Indeed.
Anche se non condivido, scrivo tutto.
Ah,
sì.
really? No, non è vero,
La
è quella io.
Agreed non è accordingly. Accordingly. No. Vabbè. No, it's okay.
glee.
In any case.
In case.
In any case,
Always.
Actually.
Actually.
No,
No,
sai, l'hai
sotto,
scritto
sotto.
sotto.
actually,
Actually è in realtà, però in any
Mm.
case, in ogni
Any
caso. Anyway, in ogni caso anyway.
Anyway, giusto.
Anyway è
giusto.
meglio. Vai con anyway, non se ne parli più.
The most
Sono d'accordo con Antonella.
in the most important
important
ways,
ways.
Boh. Non lo so. Non mi viene. Paola, sul suggerimento?
in the most important ways, che cos'è la cosa più importante? Da dove si parte? Where are you starting from? From the
The beginning.
The
Beginner.
beginning.
No.
In the
where
middle. No.
you built something
Basically.
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 Ok.
Quello.
Sembrava il gioco delle parole. Allora, adesso io vi faccio vedere lo score che vi dice solo quelle che avete sbagliato, ma non vi dice perché le avete sbagliate. Ok, potreste anche averle indovinate tutte, ma così non è.
No,
Ok,
no.
gradually, ideally, eventually, agreed. Come vi è venuto agreed?
No.
Ma
Vabbè,
in due anche.
in due, e poi anche indeed. Vabbè. Anyway, alla fine l'avete presa e basically, grazie a Martina, cioè si è arrivata. Troviamo queste altre due, dai.
Ma come diceva Ross,
According-
non è accordingly.
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 Così?
Potrebbe.
Yes.
E qui invece di indeed che ci mettiamo?
In fact, no. In fact, no. The truth is in fact. In fact. La truth, in fact. No, Infatti. No, ma non va. Vabbè, ma non fa niente. Una tragedia proprio, ma com'è?
È giusto.
Sì, l'ho scritto male io, hai ragione.
Possono.
Però è apparently, ok?
Apparently.
No, d'accordo. Accordingly non era sbagliato, ma se ti dice according non poteva essere accordingly.
no,
Ok, apparently.
Però
Ok, brave. Brave.
Apparently.
Questo è difficile.
Voglio altri esercizi così.
Te ne trovo subito un'altra,
Questo è
guarda.
Just one
difficile.
question about, because in fact or indeed I use
The same way?
Yes.
No, it's different. Indeed is something when you want to highlight something. In fact, is when you are explaining something, giving more information. For example, I have to hurry up because I'm late. In fact, my bus will pass in 5 minutes. Okay. Indeed is usually is just an interaction, indeed, more than in a sentence. Because, for example, you say, do you like going to the cinema? Yes, I love cinema, but I don't like love films. Indeed? No, I can't believe it. You can say that, but it's not the right one. Indeed, I have to find out something with indeed inside it. Now it doesn't come out. Okay, try this. Now choose the correct answer. This is easier because you have to choose between two. Okay, so have you?
Eva.
That is easy. Marty.
These chairs were especially made for this room.
Ross.
It's very noisy here in here. I can hardly hear a word you are saying.
Anna?
It's almost midnight and she still... No, aspetta, yet però va in fondo.
Yet va in fondo, infatti.
Still hasn't arrived home.
Jane agreed to help before the party, but at the end she didn't turn up at all.
Marty?
She...
Aspetta, c'ho le faccine.
Le faccine.
Nearly.
Questo sei.
In the
Okay.
end.
Why especially and not specially?
Perché non l'avevo mai sentito specially.
Specially vuol dire specificatamente, especially specialmente. Per cui quando io dico specially, specially made, specificatamente fatte per questa stanza. Se io dico especially, vuol dire specialmente tu, se quello, these chairs are nice, but especially those that are very nice. Ok? Specialmente quelle, è diverso, eh?
Sì.
But especially è proprio specificatamente ed è un altro false friend in effetti.
Per me proprio mi suonava at the end, mi suonava proprio
the end
bene.
esiste, ma ha un altro significato.
Ma alla fine
è proprio alla fine, all'ultimo in questo caso. In the end, she didn't turn up at all. Alla fine decise di non venire. At the end è un alla fine non di orario. Non è un alla fine in definitiva.
Ho capito.
Ok? È proprio molto, non ha niente a che vedere con il tempo. Qui invece parliamo proprio di tempi, no? Jane agreed to help before the party, but in the end she didn't turn up at all. Alla fine non è venuta. At the end è qualcosa che arriva infine.
Ho capito.
È diverso. Allora adesso vediamo se...
Posso fare una domanda?
Certo.
Ma perché still e non yet? Yet non è per le frasi negative?
Yet va alla fine.
Però come hanno detto loro, giustamente va alla fine. Allora qui still è un qualcosa che non è ancora arrivata. È qualcosa che è in progress. Still ti dà l'idea del progress, che sta continuando. In effetti qui quello che sta continuando è il suo non arrivare a casa.
Ok.
Se tu vedi la frase al positivo, it's almost midnight and she's still on the road, allora la capivi tranquillamente.
Sì.
Questo hasn't a te ti ha turbata, perché dici di solito io con yet l'avrei dovuto mettere in un'altra posizione.
Sì,
Fammela
alla
con yet.
fine.
Falla con yet.
No,
La
alla
stessa
fine
falla
yet.
con yet, esatto, o alla fine o anche da un'altra parte. Perché io posso anche dire it's almost midnight
Hasn't yet.
and yet she hasn't arrived.
Ok.
Quello yet, che lo trovi molto nel B2, come un qualcosa che ti vuol dire e nonostante ciò. La devo mettere però da sola prima, perché devo dire it's almost midnight and yet, e comunque, capito?
Ok.
She hasn't arrived. Oppure it's almost midnight and she hasn't arrived home yet.
Ok.
Andava bene. Still non è detto che vada solo and still she hasn't arrived home. E comunque anche voglio dire, no? Ed ancora non sta arrivando.
Ok.
Quando arriviamo a questo livello, ragazze, le regole, come voi vedete, le regole, vabbè, sono sempre molto indicative in inglese, però poi quando si parla dell'inglese parlato è molto più difficile catalogarle tutte, piuttosto che cercare di creare proprio delle assonanze, un qualcosa che riusciamo a memorizzare con frasi pratiche, perché se non lo facciamo così, infatti perché dico la frase, noi vedete quanto è breve la spiegazione grammaticale e quanto è lunga invece la parte in cui troviamo le frasi, perché è solo attraverso le frasi che riusciamo a memorizzare queste cose, perché non hanno nessuna connessione logica fatta in un altro modo, non potremmo diversamente. Vabbè, rassegniamoci, ragazzi. Questo per dire. Vediamo se c'è qualche altra cosa che vi posso mandare. Troppe ce ne stanno. Queste comunque sono le nostre cose. Va bene.
Tu hai detto che la prossima settimana di lunedì non c'è, però si può recuperare con un film che io non vedrò, ma non importa.
No, la prossima
giusto?
come non c'è? Il 20?
No, la prossima, perdonami, quella del 20...
Il 27.
27.
Vabbè, c'è del
Allora,
tempo.
a meno che voi mi dite tutte che ci siete, io lo faccio, però i film io li voglio fare a livello didattico, non li voglio fare a divertimos e vedemos in film.
No, quello no, senza dubbio. Il fatto che il film tu lo mandi giustamente alle 18, io capirai. Non mi faranno uscire mai alle 18 per stare a casa alle 18.
Allora, però c'è questo da dire, che io è vero che lo mando alle 18, ma io scelgo sempre un film che sta o su Netflix o su qualche piattaforma, che tu non c'hai, vero?
Io Netflix sì.
No, ma io, aspettate, devo fare una cosa. E Anna ha pure capito cosa.
Deve togliere la registrazione.
Sì.